Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sleepyhead Speaks video. And this one is something that I did, and I'll just tell you what I did. So, vaccinations has been opened for the age group of 18 to 44 years old in India, and online vaccination appointment is necessary for you to go and get your vaccination. So, this is how I managed to get a slot for my first dose of vaccination. So, first of all, uh, you need a lot of luck. So 90% of the process is because of luck. So many people don't get OTPs to log into CoWin website. So that is for the first part, and then you need to have luck to be the fastest finger first. Okay, so here's what I did. So I logged into CoWin. I registered myself as a beneficiary and tried to schedule an appointment on May 1. Didn't work out. So a friend who managed to get a slot in a hospital to get his shot, it was a paid one. Let me be clear about it. It was a paid one, and he managed to get a slot, got his vaccination on May 1st itself. So I asked him what he did, and he gave me a Twitter account which did notify about availability of slots at a particular location across Bangalore. The Twitter account, which I will probably link in the description of this video, so you can follow that account. It notifies within a fraction of a second, since it uses the CoWin APIs, and it notifies you about the hospital pin code, the hospital name, the number of slots available in that particular center. So this is for the 18 to 44 age group. So you need to just follow the Twitter account, not a paid promotion, but this is what I did. So let me be very clear. What I did is in this video. So registered on CoWin website, logged in, and then registered myself as a beneficiary, and then tried to book a slot. For a couple of days I didn't get any slot anywhere in Bangalore. Forget about the hospitals near me. I did not get a slot anywhere in Bangalore. Every time I see, it's booked, red, not available, gray, no greens. So what did I do? I followed the account, but whenever the Twitter account posted a tweet, and by the time I go log in, select, the slots are gone. Too late, because some hospitals released 200 slots per day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Some slots were limited to 200 in number at a particular center across Bangalore, not just near me or somewhere, across Bangalore. Whichever hospital booked, some were releasing 100 slots, some were releasing 200 slots, some were 300, and it is for the entire day. So what did I do then? I didn't get a slot. May 1, May 2, May 3, didn't get any slots. It was just first 3 days of the vaccination drive for 18 to 44 year old range, and I just kept tracking, and I kind of made a chart as to which hospital, which pin code releases how many slots, at what time the slots are released, and just like made a graph of things like all the stats and stuff. Studied about all the timings, number of slots, and all that stuff for a couple of days. From 3rd, 4th, 5th, I did a analysis, jugaad analysis, some kind of thing, and found that a couple of hospitals were very consistent about releasing the slots. So there is hospital A which would release slot at 6 a.m. for the same day. Like for example, if you are trying to book a slot for say 8th May or 9th May, so morning 6 a.m. the hospital would release slots on CoWin websites, and still it would get booked within like a minute, less than a minute. So people were still trying at like every time of the day, and you would still not get slots at the time you need. So again, some hospital B was releasing slots at 9 p.m. for the next day, some hospital was releasing slots at 6 p.m. for the next day, and some were releasing at 11 a.m. for the next day. So the timings varied from hospital to hospital, and also sometimes what happened was the same hospital was not consistent with their timings. Today it would release slots at 11 a.m. for the next day. Tomorrow it would release slots for, I say, 12 p.m. or 6 p.m. for the forthcoming day. So they were not consistent. So I had to make sure that the slots were consistently released, and Luckily, again, see, the luck part comes into picture. Luckily, one of the hospitals which I could go within like 5 to 10 minutes on a vehicle, given that the roads are empty, that hospital was very consistent with its slot release times for the 4 days that I was analyzing it. One day I tried it. Luckily, I was not the fastest one to book it, didn't get the slot. But the consistent timing of slot release was happening. So yes, one more lucky part. Second time, the next day, I again sat down, logged in, kept hitting the search button just a couple of minutes before the time I expected it to release the slots. So that's when the slot released. Boom, the time hit, the time I wanted it to hit. The slots were released. I hit the book button. I selected one random slot. I just didn't care what time it is. I just selected one slot, booked it. The appointment, on the screen it said, "Congratulations, your appointment is booked successfully." But this was not the time for celebration. Why? Because there was a historical trend in the past few days where even if you booked a slot successfully, later in the day or sometime in the evening, it would get cancelled because of some system issues, or if your number is more than the number of slots that the center is planning to. So that time it was cancelled. There were many reports as people were like successfully booked this appointment and they were so happy, but in an hour or two or couple of hours later they would get an SMS saying, "Sorry, your appointment has been cancelled." So what happened? My appointment got booked, confirmed. SMS was there saying your appointment is confirmed, and yeah, it stayed. My appointment didn't get cancelled. There were about 100 slots that were given out that time or that center for that day. So I managed to get the slot. My appointment stayed, and I was still not sure because I was not celebrating till I got my slot. So next day morning I checked, the appointment stayed, and yeah, it's time to go and get my shot. The appointment stays, and I'm going to get my shot now. So before I go, I'm just saying to all those watching this, good luck, because you need 99% of the time. And just look at the historical data in that Twitter account. It has, since May 1, it has a lot of tweets, about 500 plus tweets as of shooting this video. So you can see the tweets, you can analyze, you can make your charts, all those things. If you are lucky enough, again, see, the luck plays a big part in this. If you're lucky enough and the hospitals are consistent in releasing the slots at particular time of a day, you can get it. Else, yeah, it's tough unless some other mechanism comes, because CoWin website is constantly evolving. So when the vaccination started, it would just give out all the slots for 18, 45, everything. Now they have filters for 18 and 45 age group when I checked. So as of shooting this video, the CoWin website has filters for the age groups only. So that's the thing. That way it was a little easier to select the slot that I wanted, because I had to filter 18 age group, and I got the slot. That's it, done. I got my appointment confirmation. It still stands, and yet to go and get my shot now. Also, I will post my another video which is the experience at the vaccination center, and yeah, that's all for now. I got my vaccination appointment, lucky enough for now. We'll see what happens. The vaccination appointment stands, and yeah, hope this helps you, because the process is constantly evolving. People are using scripts to keep a track of when the slots are releasing, and there are some reports or some news that making that bots and scripts are being used to book an appointment, but it's a tedious process, because the tracker APIs are open, but the booking APIs are not. They are protected because you need a login, you need an OTP, and all those things are protected, and they are not open to the public. So booking scripts and bots are a little tedious to work with. I don't recommend it. For tracking, yes, there are scripts and there are Twitter accounts and there are Telegram channels that are very reliable, which I have been following to get updates and do my analysis to when can I book and I did my own jugaad. So hope what I just said, my jugaad tricks work for you also. Get your vaccination shot as soon as possible, and yeah, all the very best again. And until next time, you stay safe, stay home, and if you are going out for any reason, just wear a mask, preferably wear two masks, and stay safe, sanitize your hands, keep yourself and people nearby yours as well safe. And yeah, if you don't have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and follow me on my social media channels. And until next time, you stay sleepy.